Assalamualaikum and hello to Madam and all my friends. I hope you are in a good condition. My name is NAJWA binti MANAP. A single important thing that I want to deliver today is about one of the controversial topics, which is unlike obese people, thin people are always healthy.
We commonly heard or read that obesity is commonly induced by eating too much and exercising insufficiently. The energy that ingests without burning it off through exercise and physical activity, especially sugar and fat, will be stored in our body as fat. But being thin is no exception because thin people contain more fats in their bodies. According to the studies, slim bodies have more visceral fat, which is fat that coats our organs, and subcutaneous fat, which is fat beneath the skin. So, we don't have to be jealous of people who can eat a lot of food, but are still thin, especially when we watch Korean mukbang. Keep in mind that it's just storing their fat in your body. It may not appear to be detrimental at this time, but it can and will in the future.
Next, thin persons are more likely to get type 2 diabetes than those who are overweight. Actually, type 2 diabetes is characterized by a malfunction in the body's ability to control and utilize sugar, or known as glucose, as a source of energy. Too much sugar is flowing into the bloodstream due to this long-term or chronic disease. So even if someone appears to be in a good shape, they can have a high blood sugar. Approximately 10% to 15% of patients with type 2 diabetes are of healthy weight. It is referred to as lean diabetes. That means they do not produce enough insulin or have a poor response to it. Normally, thin people who acquire diabetes have muscle that is hardly marble. In fact, according to the MATRIC, a professor of preventive medicine at Northwestern University, the problem is led by their poor food habits and irregular lifestyle changes. So, it can be concluded that chronic disease can happen to thin people even though their body mass index (BMI) is normal and look healthy. We cannot deny the fact that thin people can easily do many activities more than obese people. For example, thin people still can do heavy activities and do any kind of exercise compared to obese people. According to Scott Tyson, who is a researcher and nutrition coach, exercise is not part of obese people's daily life, and for those who are severely overweight, this can be worsened by the fact typical exercise advice is not always feasible to follow. Even though we know that exercise is stressful for the body, but for those who are significantly overweight, their body is already stressed because their blood pressure is already up, exhausted, and their joints are already strained. Thus, by doing the wrong type of exercise or doing excessive activities, they can cause injury to the overweight. However, I still stick to my opinion that thin people are still unhealthy similar to obese people because they're still at higher risk of facing higher mortality than obese people. In summation, we should fix our perspective that being thin are always healthy unlike obese people. Being a thin person do not give us a free pass to stuff our body with junk food and sweet drinks, as well as not apply a balanced diet in our daily lives. Even though in the outside we look healthy and skinny, but in the inside we are at the high risk to get several fatal diseases. It's more dangerous because we don't know. Slowly, we damage ourselves. For example, we frequently examine health indicators such as smoking, cholesterol, blood pressure, and body weight when considered risk factors for heart disease. However, poor diet and lack of physical activity both raise the risk of heart disease and play a role in the development of several cancers. Thus, even though we do not smoke or are not overweight, being inactive and thin is able to increase the risk of developing any kind of disease. Thank you.